Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters in Islam. This is Brother Sheikh Suleiman.
And Sister Rahma.
Today we will be learning Surah Al-Fajr.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful.
Wal Fajri.
By the dawn.
Walayalil Ashri.
By the first 10 nights and days of the month of Dhul Hijjah.
Washafi wal Watri.
And by the even and the odd number of all the creations of Allah.
Wallayli idha yasri.
And by the night when it departs.
Hal fi dhalika qasmul lidhi hijr.
There are indeed in them sufficient proofs for men of understanding.
Alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi'ad.
Have you not considered how your Lord dealt with Ad?
Iram dhatil imad.
And with Iram, who had lofty pillars.
التي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد.
The likes of whom which had never been created in the land.
وثمود الذين جابوا صخر بالواد.
And with Thamud, who carved out rocks in the valley.
وفرعون ذي أوتاد.
And with Pharaoh, the owner of stakes.
الذين تقوا في البلاد.
All of whom oppressed within the land.
فاكثروا فيها الفساد.
And increased therein the corruption.
فسب عليهم ربك سوط عذاب.
So your Lord poured upon them a scourge of punishment.
إن ربك لبالمرصاد.
Indeed, your Lord is ever watchful.
فأما الإنسان إذا ما ابتلاه ربه فأكرمه ونعمه فيقول ربي أكرمني.
As for man, when his Lord tries him and is generous to him and favors him, he says, my Lord has honored me.
وأما إذا ما ابتلاه فقدر عليه رزقه فيقول ربي أهانني.
But when he tries him and restricts his provision, he says, my Lord has humiliated me.
كلا بل لا تكرمون يتيم.
No, but you do not honor the orphan.
ولا تحدون على طعام المسكين.
And urge one another not to feed al-miskin, the needy.
وتأكلون التراث أكلا لما
and you consume the inheritance with greed.
وتحبون المال حبا جما
And you love wealth with immense love.
كلا إذا دكت الأرض دكا دكا
No, when the earth has been leveled, pounded, and crushed.
وجاء ربك والملك صفا صفا
And when your Lord has come, and the angels in rows,
وجيء يومئذ بجهنم يومئذ يتذكر الإنسان وأنى ذكراه
and hell will be brought near that day. On that day will man remember. But how will that remembrance avail him?
يقول يا ليتني قدمت لحياتي
He will say, "Oh, I wish I had sent ahead some good for this life."
فيومئذ لا يعذب عذابه أحد
So on that day none will be punished as severely as his punishment.
يا ليتني قدمت لحياتي ولا يذوقه
And none will bind severely as his binding of the evildoers.
يا أيتها النفس المطمئنة
To the righteous it will be said, "O reassured soul,
ارجعي إلى ربك راضية مرضية
return to your Lord, well pleased and pleasing to him.
فادخلي في عبادي
And enter among my righteous servants.
وادخلي جنتي
And enter my paradise. This is our job. Allah sent this surah to remind us. So remember this because we are the last ummah. There will be no more people after us. So it's our job to spread Islam. And remember, Allah is always watching you and me. Ma'salam, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam.
مثلا